Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing products that are recommended to people that have oily skin, acne prone skin. A lot of these products are heavily reviewed on YouTube. I tried to pick the ones that have worked for me. Disclaimer, I know everybody has different skin. Even though you may describe your skin as oily, it doesn't mean that a product that works for me will necessarily work for you. So take what I'm presenting with a grain of salt. Try some of these things if you haven't tried it before. If you tried it and it didn't work for you, toss the idea in the trash. So let's get started. I guess we can start with cleansers. So I actually go to a dermatologist. I've been going to a dermatologist now for over 15 years. Wherever I move to, I make sure I find a dermatologist. I feel like it's really important, especially if you have acne prone skin due to oil production. I don't really suffer from acne too much anymore, but occasionally I'll have a breakout and I'll leave like a dark mark. So it's always good to get products that help with that. I'm not gonna go into what my derm prescribes, but I'll tell you some over-the-counter stuff that they always tell me. No matter which dermatologist I go to, there's a few things that they always say to do when it comes to over-the-counter stuff. The first is to get a gentle cleanser. Now I usually use Cetaphil, however you pronounce it. This time I'm using RAY-CHUL. It looks like this. Gentle cleansing wash. It's for sensitive skin. It's by Dermaceuticals. I've never used this brand before. Again, I usually use Cetaphil's facial wash, but I actually saw this on sale and decided to pick it up. So far, so good. My skin doesn't have any sensitivity with it. It's an ultra mild cleanser, that soothes sensitive skin, fortifies, hydrates, and softens. So, I'm trying to find the instructions. It's cruelty-free. It doesn't list the ingredients. Moving right along. Cetaphil. I have a huge bottle of this, but I didn't feel like bringing it out, so I have the little travel size one right now. This moisturizer is everything. It is life. I used to use a, what do you call it? Why am I drawing a blank? I used to use primer. I found that this works just as well. Primers that promise to be mattifying are never mattifying for me, so I usually stay away from that. But if I use this lotion, it kind of creates a nice layer on the skin. And then I'll also put like a translucent powder before I apply my makeup. So this stuff works. I think because it's so gentle, it doesn't irritate the skin. A lot of times we get like caught up with expensive products, but it may have dyes and other things in it. Dyes, fragrance that do more harm to your skin than good. So when it comes to cleansing products, keep it simple, in addition to keeping it simple, make sure it's for sensitive skin if you have oily skin and you're acne prone. All right, next thing. I'm late to the party. I only just now tried this product like 3 months ago, the Indian Healing Clay. Oh my God. When you have oily skin, you tend to be porous. I'm really porous like around here. This thing works like a charm. You mix one part of this clay, one part of this clay with 1 part water. It creates like a rather thick paste. You put it on your skin, you leave it on for a few minutes. It tightens. It actually feels like you have like this weird mask on your face. Like you can barely move your face with it on. So I guess that's how you know it's working. That's what they advertise at least. And yeah, when you take it off, perfect. The sun is coming in. Oh my God. Let's see if I could move. Let's see if this makes a difference. It's okay. You guys can still see me. All right. So the second thing, or the third thing rather, is, okay, I had to move because the exposure was doing too much. Okay, let's jump into the next thing. Powder. If you have oily skin, you live on powder, okay? That sounded wrong. But you're used to putting a lot of powder on your face, especially after a foundation. Powder, powder, powder. Powder on, you know, your T-zone. I powder to bake. I use powder all over my face every single day. And that helps me to remain matte. Again, it's not a foolproof thing. I find that by, I don't know, mid-afternoon, the oil is starting to peek through. Not all powders are created equally. Right now, when it comes to my favorite inexpensive powder, I would definitely say NYX Mineral Matte Finishing. This is great stuff. On vacation, my niece, my 20-year-old niece had it, and I borrowed some from her. Loved it. Laura Mercier, of course. I don't really get the hype around that powder. I mean, it's great, but I don't think, I mean, it's good. Let me not say it's great. It's good, but I don't know. I can't justify spending all that money on powder when you can get an NYX powder that's just as great. All right, powder is great. On the topic of powder, to piggyback on that, we all need to be wearing SPF. Most of us do not. If we have oily skin, you know for sure we don't like SPF because we feel like it makes us more greasy. Did you know that there's SPF in a powder form? Yes, I didn't know that either. I just picked this up the other day from TJ Maxx, Peter Thomas and Roth, Oily Problem Skin, Instant Mineral, SPF 30 sunscreen. So it's chemical free, translucent, you brush it on, matte finish, so on and so forth. You guys can read it if you get a chance. It looks like this. Can you see the dust? Sure you can. So it goes on matte. Sometimes I use this as my powder before I put on my makeup, and that works as well. They recommend to put it on after your makeup, but as long as you're putting this on, that's all that matters. Okay. Makeup. Estee Lauder is probably the best, but when it comes to inexpensive makeup, Laurier Pro Matte Infallible, really, really good. A lot of YouTubers talk about this, and this is one of the products that is heavily marketed on YouTube for oily skin that actually works. I have to mix two colors because they don't really have a color in my skin tone. Fenty 400 is my perfect match, but I mix Cocoa and Soft Sable together, and it makes the perfect match for me. All right, last but not least, get a good fixing spray. Right now I'm using Max. I know Urban Decay All Night Long is a really good one, but after you apply your makeup, you set it with your gazillion powders, putting on a fix spray definitely helps to keep your makeup in place. So that's it for today's video. Comment below on what you guys use to keep your oily skin under control. Let me know if any of the products I discussed work for you, if you currently use them. And that's basically it. Look forward to seeing you guys on my next video. Bye.